Right now, we are living through one of the most stressful periods in the history of the tech industry. In just the first 5 months of 2026, over 144,000 tech workers were laid off. By the time this year ends, that number is expected to skyrocket past 360,000. And if you ask any executives in Silicon Valley why this is happening, they will all give you the exact same automated answer. AI is making us more efficient that we just don't need as many humans anymore. But a massive brand new study has just completely exposed this narrative as an absolute corporate lie. The global research giant Gartner just finished surveying 350 companies. These aren't small startups. Every single one of them makes over $1 billion a year, and all of them are running live AI systems right now. Gartner looked at the numbers and found something that is sending shockwaves through corporate boardrooms. Firing your employees to fund AI does absolutely nothing to improve your financial returns. In fact, the companies that threw thousands of people out on the street are making the exact same returns as the companies that kept their teams intact. The strategy has completely backfired, and quietly behind the scenes, a massive corporate panic has begun.
Tech giant Oracle has revealed that it reduced its workforce by a staggering 21,000 employees over the past 12 months, with the company acknowledging that artificial intelligence played a role in some of those job cuts.
Today we're going to look at the hard data, expose the hidden layoffs happening off the books, and explain why big tech companies are suddenly forcing a chaotic, embarrassing U-turn to try and hire those exact same workers back. For the past year, corporate executives thought they were playing a brilliant chess game. They assumed that if they fired a massive chunk of their workforce, they could use those saved salaries to buy expensive AI models, increase their profit margins, and look incredibly forward-thinking to Wall Street. But Gartner's report proves that this entire layoff to fund AI playbook is a total mirage. When you look at the official numbers, 144,000 jobs gone sounds devastating. But the reality on the ground is actually much worse. Tech journalists tracking this data have revealed that the official layoff trackers are only catching the tip of the iceberg. To avoid the bad public relations and stock drops that come with massive layoff announcements, major corporations are using quiet, off-the-books tactics. They are pressuring employees to take voluntary retirement schemes or pushing them to resign by offering minor compromise perks. If you factor in these silent departures, the real number of tech workers pushed out over the last few months is already well over 300,000. And what did the boardroom get in exchange for disrupting hundreds of thousands of human lives? Absolutely nothing. The financial return on their AI investments didn't move an inch upward. The winners and the losers in the AI race are making the exact same money regardless of how many people they fired. So how did the smartest executives in the world get it so incredibly wrong? It all comes down to two words: corporate FOMO, or fear of missing out. When the AI hype train left the station, every CEO panicked. They rushed out to sign massive multi-billion-dollar contracts with major AI labs and language model providers just to prove to their shareholders that they weren't getting left behind. But once those colossal bills came due, executives had an immediate problem. They had to justify that massive cash burn to their boards. So they used layoffs as a quick fix secondary strategy to create instant budget room on their balance sheets. They expected the AI tools to rapidly learn, evolve, and smoothly take over the work of the departed humans. But we've hit a massive 12-month roadblock. The software isn't doing the job it was assigned to do. Why? Because executives forgot that advanced software doesn't just run itself. It requires human monitoring, context, and human accountability. Gartner's research found that a staggering 80% of organizations are currently struggling with a total breakdown in operational accountability. They are running AI tools left, right, and center, but when the system hallucinates, breaks, or outputs bad data, there's no human around to take responsibility, fix the root code, or handle the fallout. Think about how this plays out in the real world over a one-year cycle. An enterprise fires 10,000 engineers. On paper, the short-term salary savings look fantastic for the quarterly earnings call. The company claims its product is now fully powered by automated AI efficiency. But then the months roll on. Real clients start running into deep software bugs and system glitches. They reach out to customer support and engineering teams to get them fixed, but those human teams no longer exist. At this point, management finds itself stuck between a rock and a hard place. They can't just throw millions more dollars at the AI tool because the AI tool is the one causing the issue. They are left with a broken product, furious enterprise clients, and declining operational quality. This has triggered a highly embarrassing trend across Silicon Valley: the grand rehiring. Companies are actively trying to bring back the exact same human professionals they tossed aside just months ago. Look at the corporate giants who led the charge on this strategy. India's largest tech firm, TCS, shed more than 23,000 employees in fiscal year 2026 while simultaneously pouring massive amounts of capital into AI infrastructure. Oracle targeted roughly 12,000 roles during the exact same period. But look at how this actually plays out on a human level. Inside Oracle, a senior professional who had been with the company for 35 years was put in charge of leading AI adoption for the entire Asia Pacific region. He built the workflows, managed the transition, and then in a sudden corporate sweep, his entire 23-person team, including him, were laid off. Fast forward to today, Oracle is realizing that without that specific human expertise, their regional AI systems are completely unmanaged. So what are they doing? They are frantically trying to hire their exact workforce back. But because corporate executives hate admitting they made a mistake to their boards, they are trying to turn this rehiring phase into a cheap financial maneuver. Instead of bringing back the highly experienced, premium salaried experts they let go, the C-suite is trying to hire less experienced, cheaper professionals to fill the gaps. They don't want these new hires to actually build or create software, they just want them to act as AI conductors. They want cheap human labor to sit there, monitor the machine, take the legal accountability when things break, and manually clean up the software's mistakes. But as Gartner points out, this is just another short-term band-aid solution that is going to blow up in their faces. If you bring in lower salaried, less experienced worker to manage a complex enterprise AI system, they won't have the deep technical knowledge required to fix it when a major crisis hits. In another year, when productivity drops again, the company will likely fire them too, continuing a vicious, unstable corporate cycle. The companies that are actually winning the AI race, the ones generating real massive returns on investment, did not jump on the mass layoff train. They realized that the peer pressure to fire workers was just a trend driven by panicked CEOs who wanted to look good to investors. Instead, the high ROI companies took a balanced approach. They kept their existing workforce, upskilled them, and taught them how to use AI to supercharge their workflows. By keeping the humans in the loop, they minimized customer complaints, fixed system bugs instantly, and actually achieved the efficiency that everyone else just talked about. As Helen Poitevin, a lead research VP at Gartner, brilliantly put it, freeing a budget through headcount reduction and generating return on AI investments are not the same thing. Mass layoffs give you a temporary cash cushion. They do not give you a better product. The real value of AI is being generated in areas that require deep human collaboration. Speeding up how fast a product gets to market, shortening contract cycles, and managing complex financial assets. None of that works if you delete the human brain from the equation. If you are a young professional, a recent college graduate, or someone worried about your future in this landscape, that is a profound positive lesson inside this corporate mess. The data has officially proven that AI cannot function as a standalone replacement for skilled human intuition. The corporate experiment to completely automate skilled roles has failed, and the pendulum is swinging back toward human talent. Moving forward, you should stop asking yourself, how do I compete with an AI model? Instead, the only question that matters is, how do I orchestrate AI? Do not try to be a data processor. Focus on becoming the conductor, the supervisor, and the manager of these tools. Learn how to monitor them, how to catch the errors, and how to apply real-world context to their raw outputs. Thousands of brand new high-paying roles are opening up right now, specifically for professionals who know how to manage and supervise AI systems. The tech elite tried to convince us that the human worker was becoming obsolete. But a year into their experiment, the numbers are clear. The machine is nothing without the conductor. I'm Balaji. I'll see you next time.